All Nagaland Government College Teachers Association laga inaugural session lo aji lushe Professor GT Thong Nagaland University Merima campus laga Pro Vice Chancellor pa Grace Kurigina Dimapur Government College Central Library de Pro Vice Chancellor pa kushe ki Nagaland State University established kurboni mide government to work map banabo lagya kushe Director of Higher Education Dr. Angcta pra be kushe ki itia Nagaland institutions infrastructure thagya prado National Education Policy 2020 lagado chula bole na parbo kushe
The implementation of NEP 2020 in Nagaland has thrown many new challenges to colleges, especially government colleges, where the institutes are already reeling under acute shortage of teachers and classrooms. I am also proud to announce that Dimapur Government College is a skill hub under the National Skill Development Corporation, providing skills in 4 trades, in tailoring, advanced beautician, home appliances and computer applications. The second batch of the tailoring has acquired trained tailoring skills, skilled enough to stitch the college uniform of Dimapur Government College from the next academic session. However, under SEC of NEP 2020, the only skills that we are imparting to our students is computer applications, and I want our Pro VC to note it very seriously. So it is time to incorporate other skill trainings as part of the curriculum of NEP 2020. The implementation of NEP 2020 in higher education institutes of Nagaland has thrown many new challenges. And therefore, to translate the objective of NEP 2020, infrastructural developments of classroom and faculty resources need to be augmented and integrate student-teacher ratio in the classrooms. A realistic approach should be adopted by the state government and our policy makers for effective implementation of our new curriculum by prioritizing faculty recruitment, infrastructural upgradation and students enrollment, and revisiting the curriculum of 2020 NEP, which is the need of the hour.
Higher education is in transition yet again, and for the better. Skill education is now an essential component. Skill development aims at producing employable youths to meet the ever-increasing demand in the Indian market. Therefore, colleges should tie up with skill training institutes such as the ITIs in Nagaland and other private enterprises to effectively train our students in life skills. Internships and research are bound to help greatly. Multiple entry and exit points make the degree program very attractive and meaningful. There is now scope for multiple certificates and degrees. The creation of multidisciplinary higher education institutions, inter-institutional transfer of credits, distance learning, etc., are other attractive propositions. The vast coverage of the NEP 2020 poses numerous challenges for all of us today. These include poor infrastructure and very poor funding. as far as the implementation process is concerned. In the implementation of the NEP 2020 in Nagaland, the challenges in the government colleges include acute shortage of teachers and classrooms. Though the government colleges cater to the needy section of society by way of affordable education, the state government must enhance the budget of the department, which will help in recruiting more teachers and enhance classroom space in the existing colleges. Some issues in the NEP 2020 appear impractical as of now, but are resolvable. So there is no reason to panic or be reluctant to implement them, as the very concept of education itself is changing dramatically. Thus, value-based education with added expertise is at the very core of the NEP 2020. Now, we have data of the All India Survey on Higher Education, which shows a gross enrollment ratio of 27.3%. This is 2021 data. The NEP aims at taking this 27.3% to 50% by 2035. However, in Nagaland, it is a measly 18.7%. It is time for all of us to raise this figure. We have to contribute together. We should tone up to start attracting students, even from the neighboring states. And now it's happening in some institutes. About 10,000 students are admitted to the government colleges every year, which accounts for only about 1/3 of the total enrollment in Nagaland. To reach the target of 50% GER, we should double the figure in the next 5 years. But can we? This is a challenge for all of us. Besides academics, it is imperative that higher education includes a strong component of research. Knowledge generation is the key to growth, for which research is fundamental. It is learned that there are only 151 teachers with PhD degrees in the government colleges, in the 17 government colleges of Nagaland, which is just about 25% of the total strength of teachers. That's about 600 teachers. So the government should encourage and ensure all non-PhD faculties earn this degree at the earliest. Freshly recruited non-PhD faculties should be forced to, I'm using the term, it's a very strong term, but should be forced to enroll for PhD programs as soon as permissible. This is necessary as qualified teachers can bring in the much needed financial resources to their institutions in the form of crores of rupees from research projects that are liberally funded by many research funding agencies. Besides the acutely needed funds for infrastructural growth, these projects also facilitate publications, which is very crucial, in high quality research journals. Such publications in turn will raise institutional rankings, which will pave the way for Government of India funding towards excellence, autonomy, universities. Sponsored projects bring in funds for purchase of equipment, computers, software, etc. Funds from these research projects also support fellowships for research scholars or project fellows, besides helping with travel, fieldwork, attending seminars, workshops, library consultations, and other miscellaneous expenses. Sponsored projects also provide financial benefit to the concerned institutions as well. From every major or minor research project, an overhead of 10% of the total cost of the project goes to the institution, goes to your institution. The output of quality research benefits society as well, and at times helps the government in its policy making. At present, there are huge challenges. Nagaland has just one central university. Of course, most parts of India have just one central university. And we also have 4 private universities, but no state university. The state government and academicians should together chart out a roadmap to establish at least one state university in Nagaland. The NEP 2020 encourages institutional autonomy. Today we have 3 autonomous colleges in the form of the Patkai Christian College, St. Joseph's College, Jakama, and the Kohima Science College. There is no reason why other colleges cannot become autonomous as well. With active government support and dedicated researchers, autonomy of more government colleges is possible. The Kohima Science College can and should aspire to become a state university in the near future. There are huge grants for infrastructural development of universities.
We have already submitted a proposal for the infrastructures of all the colleges, because with the present infrastructure it is not possible at all to run the NEP 2020. Therefore we need a huge manpower and also a mammoth building infrastructures to accommodate the students and also multidisciplinary subjects in the state. As you know, in our state, we don't have any state plan, zero plan for higher education department. We will not get even a single pipe from the state government. So we depend entirely on the central government. That is why we have already projected our requirements to the central government for the development of NEP 2020. And as you know, higher education is already running for 40 years, but we have not yet developed up to the stage where we require the numbers of students to accommodate. As you know, under this NEP 2020, gross enrollment ratio is emphasized, that at least 3,000 students are required in one institution. All the stand-alone building will be scrapped, will be shut down. So every institution is expected to have an infrastructure which can accommodate more than 3,000 and above. And till today, none of our government college has attained that gross enrollment ratio of 3,000 students. And our accommodation is not enough to accommodate all the 3,000 students. Then, under this NEP 2020, we have suggested to cluster the colleges, those who shortfall the numbers of students under NEP 2020. But in the case of Nagaland, it is not possible to have a cluster, because our students are coming from rural areas backward, and they cannot afford to attend classes if we run from Dimapur and Kohima. So we cannot bring the colleges, remote area colleges, to Dimapur and Kohima. There will be problems of accommodation, like hostels, and also they cannot afford to give rent also and others fees. So that kind of problems are going to face in our state. That is why our biggest challenge is how to build infrastructure to accommodate 3,000 students. By 2040, you will be surprised to know that all the stand-alone institutions will be shut down. The numbers of students below 3,000 will be shut down. As of now in Nagaland, only one college has validated the NEP 2020 criteria. That is St. Joseph College. They have more than 3,000 students. The rest of the colleges are all below 3,000 students. So our higher education institutions is threatened because of our infrastructures. And today we have manpower. We have 519 teachers, 17 government colleges, but we are still finding difficult of manpower. So we have already proposed the government for creation of more teachers. But last time we have already created 129 posts, which will be accommodated by some contract teachers, and the rest will be given to the NPSC for advertisement. Then another 300 posts for the teachers are required for implementation of NEP 2020, because it will be purely based on the multidisciplinary.